Welcome to careforcustomers.com, the call center management series. Today's session is on understanding agent costs. So let's take a look at a typical agent day within a contact center. Our agent here works from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we see our agent log in at 9 a.m. They have a morning session taking calls, followed by a break, then a mid-morning session helping customers, then that's followed by a lunch, and then we have 2 afternoon sessions with a break in between, and our agent logs out at 5 p.m. So, from an hours perspective, our agent worked 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 8 hours, and we'll call that paid time. But in that period of time, they had 2 breaks totaling 30 minutes, 1 lunch period of 30 minutes. So their work time for the day was actually 7 hours. So here's a ratio to think about: work over paid. In this case, that math works out to 87.5%. W over P is what we'll call it. But typical agent days are not realistic. What we have are real agent days, and they look something like this. Agents late logging in the morning, then they start by taking calls. They might have a washroom break, taking more calls assisting customers. Then their morning breaks a little longer than expected. Then we have a mid-morning session interrupted by a smoke break, and then our lunch is a little extra long. Then we have an afternoon session that's interrupted by a chat with a supervisor, some more calls assisting customers, our afternoon break, and then our final session taking calls, and our agent logs out a little early. So what does that look like from a paid time and a work time? Again, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. is our paid time for our agent, but in that day we had 2 breaks of 40 minutes. Lunch was 35. We were late in by 5 minutes. Our washroom break took 6 minutes. Our smoke break cost us 5 minutes. Our chat was 10 minutes, and we left early 5 minutes. So our work time for this day is 6 hours and 14 minutes, and on our W over P ratio, we end up with 77.9%. So here's the money slide. If our agent is paid a rate of $15 an hour and they get paid for 8 hours a day, that's $120. But on our typical day, our agent only works 7 hours, so their effective hourly rate to the company is $17.14 an hour. Remember, that's an work over paid ratio of 87.5%. But our real day, our agent only works 6.23 hours, and our costs now increase by over 12% to $19.26 an hour effective rate. And that's with a work to paid ratio of 77.9%. So the lesson is understanding and managing that work time versus the paid time will improve your agent costs. So that's our session on understanding agent costs. Hopefully some of this has helped.